Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are doing well. If you guys want to see how I got my brows to look like this from this, then please keep on watching. As you guys will know by the top of the title that this is gonna be a in-depth brow tutorial. So I thought I will show you guys how I do my brows and what product I use on my brows and all that jazz. Okay, so without further ado, let's just get into the video. So what I like to do first is just get a brow spoolie which looks like this. This is just a cheapy one from Elf and I've had it for quite some time now, and it's still going and it still does the job just fine. You can get any, you can even use whatever you have. So what I like to do is just brush out my brows, and I like brushing them up and then brushing it to the, brushing it out. So up at the front and then brushing it out as I go more further along. I feel like it is key to brush your brushes out. You know. It is key to brush your eyebrows out, especially when you're doing a full brow, when you're going for that full brow look. And you guys can probably see I have a really like excess hairs around my brows, and that is because I am growing my brows out. So this tutorial is going to help the people that don't do their eyebrows or are growing the brows out and find it difficult to do their brows. So I always either would alternate between MAC brow pencil in Spiked, which just looks like this. I would either just use this first, or I would use the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer in the shade dark brown. Oh god. Or I also used to use the shade chocolate, but I've run out of that, so I've just been using dark brown at the moment. But sometimes I use these two together and sometimes I use them on its own. But I do always go in with a pencil first, and then I use the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade, which looks like this, in chocolate. I'm sure you have, you guys have seen this in so many tutorials and Instagram and all that stuff, but it is my favorite brow product to use as a gel. I love it. But yeah, today I'm going to show you how I use all three products on my brow. First one I'm going to start off is with the MAC brow pencil in Spiked, and the reason I'm going to start off with this one is because it is a lot thinner than the Anastasia one, so it's going to give me that sharp line that I want. And yeah, so I'm going to start off with lining the bottom of my brows. And to be fair, I don't really do this as neat because I always use concealer to neaten it up. The only thing about these brow pencils is that they break so easily and you go through them like really quick. But yeah, so concealer is going to be your best friend when it comes to neatening your brows up. So you see how I just drew that line and it's just giving me the perfect line. Then what I like to do is just slowly start drawing into my brows, but very lightly. I'm going to do the lightest strokes possible, and then I'm going to start doing the top of my brow as well. And as you can see, it's already coming into shape, and I've got this gap here which I like to definitely draw around. So yeah, so you should have something like this. Already you can see a big difference from this brow and that brow. So I'm going to do the same to the other brow. And my brows are very uneven, so I like to get them as even as possible. I like them to look like twins and not sisters. I know they say brows are meant to look like sisters and not twins, but I like my brows to look like twins. Yeah. Again, just doing the same thing, just slightly filling it in with the pencil and then doing the top line as well, but very fading. Like it's not too harsh right now. Like I'm not defining it as much. I'm just kind of stenciling it out with this product first. Then what I like to do is go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer. And with this product, as you can see, is a lot different than Spiked. It is more like, it's more of a chunky pencil, and it has more of a, like, it has a tip on the pencil bit. But yeah, what I do with this one is literally the front of my brows. I'm gonna start filling it in with this, but upwards. I'm just brushing it all upwards. I'm not brushing up, sorry, I'm just doing light kind of strokes upwards. And it may not look like it's making a difference, but trust me guys, it makes such a big difference, because it just helps like not make that brow bit too harsh. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the spoolie at the end of this brow definer and just brush up the product, and brush the product through the brows as well. And sometimes I even just use the brow definer on its own without even using the brow pomade, just to give me a quick brow, and it does the trick. Okay, you see, it's already forming into shape, and I like big thick brows. Take a bit of the Anastasia Beverly Hills pomade in chocolate. Oh, just dropped the lid. So I'm just going to take a bit of that and put it on the brow. I use it on the angle brush from MAC it's in the number 208. It's actually rubbing off, so I can't even show you on camera. But yeah, so what I like to do now is start defining this, and I always start from the middle of the brow, because that's where I like the most of the definition to be, and the tail of the brow, rather than the front of the brow, because I really like to keep that quite soft. And this is just going to help enhance the brows and give it a lot more depth and colour as well. So basically, after this like tutorial, you're gonna have like bad bitch brows, okay? Badass slaying brows. Okay, so just brushing the brows upwards and doing light strokes, and this is what you want from it. If you ever feel like you get too much product, just put some on the back of your hand and then work from there. Guys, my forehead is like fucking hairy as hell right now. And because I have like a gap there, I like to use a bit more product there and define it slightly a bit more. So now I'm just going to make sure my brows look like sisters. Oh, I'm going to conceal the brows, and for that I'm going to use, I'm not wearing too much eyeshadow, and I'm not using my concealer as an eyeshadow base. I will use the MAC 252, which is a big flat brush, and I would use this to conceal my eyebrows and my eyelid with, and I would use the MAC Select Cover Up Concealer. I don't know if I have it here to show you guys, but yeah, I would use the MAC Select Cover Up Concealer when I have like don't already have my eyeshadow on. But because I have my eyeshadow on, I'm only going to use the Kevyn Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer. So yeah, so obviously because I already have my eyeshadow and stuff on, I am going to go and use the Kevyn Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer in SX08. And I'm going to mix this shade with a bit of Anastasia Beverly Hills Concealer. This is their concealer in the shade 5.0. And this and the Kevyn Aucoin is going to give me the perfect shade that I want for my brows. And I'm just going to mix this on the back of my hands, these two products together. Because I don't want my brow highlight to be too much today, because I don't have a full like eyeshadow glam going on. So yeah, so I am going to conceal around, at the bottom of my brows only. I don't conceal the top of my brows. If I wanted to go for more of a defined brow, then I would conceal the top of my brow, but I would do that before I apply my foundation and stuff. So yeah, so this is just me concealing the brow, and I'm also concealing excess hair. So this will help me like take away the excess hair. As you can see, this concealer is very creamy and easy to blend, and that's what you want underneath your brows, something that's easy to blend. Take a fluffy brush just to blend this concealer out, and I'm going to be using the Zoeva 228 Luxe Crease Brush, which just looks like this. And I'm just going to blend this concealer out. And I'm going to do the same to this side. And I always like to make sure like this bit here is looking the same as well. That's the brows done. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you guys learned some new tips and tricks from it. Also, if you guys want to see any sort of videos on something that you guys want me to do, and you'd like an in-depth tutorial like this one, like how I explained what I do with the products and how I use the products, then feel free to leave it in the comment section below as well. Every single thing that I have on my face, I will leave it in the description box for you guys, because I know a lot of you will probably be asking what my lip colour is, or what my lashes are, or what foundation I'm wearing. So I will leave that in the description box below for you. And also I will leave the products that I've used, even though I have mentioned it in the video, but I'll also link the website that I did where I purchased them from. I usually purchase it from Beauty Bay or Beauty the Anastasia products, or sometimes I'll order it from her website. But yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, then please give me a big thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. And also don't forget to share this video with your friends. So yeah, I will speak to you guys soon and see you in my next video. Bye guys.